Next up on WTV, a new addition to restaurants in Frisco and today's Sports Minute. WTV's daily update starts now. Good morning, Red Hawk Nation. Today is Monday, April 24th, and I'm Alyssa Murphy with today's daily update brought to you by Wingspan TV. Not everybody has an opportunity to be on the school's volleyball team, but students throughout the school can put their skills to the test on a sand court. WTV's Kia Dunlop has the details.
The 4th annual Beach Volleyball Tournament is on May 3rd from 6 to 10 at Craig Ranch on Alma, with registration and payment due by Friday. The cost is $20 per person, and each team will consist of 4 players, with the proceeds going to the booster club of the volleyball team. To register, you can scan this QR code. Prizes for the winning team in each division will be awarded. Reporting for Wingspan TV, I'm Kia Dunlop. Now WTV's Hunter Butler has the details on a PTSA fundraiser coming to campus.
The school's first kickball tournament is this week, with students taking their best shot at being this year's kickball champs and a tournament on Friday. Teams will consist of up to 10 students and have a choice to have a base coach of either a teacher or a parent. Teams check in at 5:30 p.m. and at roughly 5:45, the teams will compete in a double elimination tournament at the football fields. Teams are encouraged to get creative team shirts and other forms of team spirit, with school dress code still applying. Reporting for WTV, I'm Hunter Butler.
A new addition to some Frisco restaurants could create some controversy. WTV's Summer Knox explains.
The Frisco City Council recently approved amending an ordinance to include smoking lounges in restaurants and other public places, including vaping and hookah bars. This is a big change because many cities, such as McKinney, were trying to rid themselves of smoking. Approval of the smoking lounges is designed to help restaurants with competition and accommodate to all people. Freshman Kelly Masucci thinks the lounges could create a bad image of smoking for teenagers.
I think it's encouraging it to most teenagers and just saying, it's okay as long as you do it in whatever area. So I think we should just discourage it completely.
Reporting for WTV, I'm Summer Knox.
What if I told you the standings don't define the team? Nowhere is this more obvious than Frisco ISD and soccer. WTV's Carter Brock presents a look into the competitive nature of District 9-5A soccer.
With the Red Hawk boys soccer team finishing tied for 9th place in district, many may dismiss the team's season as a failure without the full story. When the latest Max Preps rankings of 5A teams were taken on March 15th, Frisco ISD boasted 5 teams in the top 11. The problem? Only 4 teams received playoff berths, causing one of the elite district teams to stay home and leaving the Red Hawk program to finish with a discouraging point total.
Prior to getting into district play, we've had 4 wins over teams that all made the playoffs. So, you throw us into another district, we're sitting top 2 or 3. It is what it is. The Frisco district's, won the best. That's just how it's going to be for a while.
The team that came up short this year, Centennial, missed out on playoffs despite totaling 38 points in district and being ranked 8th in the state.
At the end of the day, I think for us it's, it's disappointing. There's no way to get around that. There's a lot of statistics that you could look at that would suggest we should have been in the playoffs, but it didn't work out. And at the end of the day, we didn't have enough points to make the top 4. Is it disappointing? Do we think that that record would have put us in the playoffs in a lot of districts? Absolutely. But that just comes with how things work in Frisco in this district.
The perennial powerhouse of the district, Wakeland, has made the state championship in the last 4 years, including 2 wins in 2017 and 2018. Although the district season for a state championship contender can be an easy road, that wasn't the case for the Wolverines. Last year, Wakeland got 4th place in district, barely earning a playoff spot in what would be a state championship season.
Yeah, they heading into the last game, they actually lost the last game against Independence. That's, again, to tell you the competitiveness of our district. Independence last year had 1 win in district, and it was against Wakeland the last game. And it's not like Wakeland was sitting out players or anything. They needed the win to get in. They actually lost. I believe Reedy didn't get their point that they needed in order to knock out Wakeland. So if that would have gone differently, then Frisco High would have gone in as 4th place team. But that's our district. The 4th place team is good enough to win a title. So our 5th place team this year is good enough to win a title. it is what it is.
The fourth place team this year, Lone Star, drew District 10 5A champion Wiley East in the first round and fell 3-2. As their head coach Clinton Hollingworth says, it's often a grind to keep his players healthy.
Again, if we felt that if we could just get in, we've got a good shot of getting to the next round, no matter if we play the first or the fourth seed. There was a perfect example last year with Wakeland getting fourth and going through and winning state. So that I think, to me, again, it's not necessarily the competition, it's just trying to stay healthy. I think that's the biggest issue that we ran into. We get through the district and get fourth spot, but going into the final, into our playoff game, we were missing 5-6 starters because of injuries. So it's just such a hard season going through.
The variables involved in the competitive district raise the question of whether or not the competition in district is an advantage for the Frisco teams.
By the time we get to the playoffs, everyone's kind of exhausted and tired and maybe not at 100%. Then I think that's a minus. But I've also been in districts where the district was weaker, and there's problems associated with that as well.
One common solution that the coaches seem to agree on, a split, where half of the Frisco ISD schools will be competing for the 4 playoff spots, not 10.
If you want to be a state contender, though, you need to beat these types of teams. So it'd be nice to have a couple games like other districts have, where you can go against an opponent and just hammer them pretty good, just to have the confidence builder. We don't have that in our district. Every game's a dogfight, but it's how it is for all 10 teams. So all 18 games you play, you need to be on your A game, or you're going to get punished. So. It'd be nice to have a break every once in a while where you can go against a team like that. But again, it is what it is. It's frustrating, but it is what it is.
I would love to see us split. A lot of us, again, we've spoken back and forward with the coaches where it's going to be like an east and west or north and south, whatever. Ideally, I would like to see a split, maybe adding a couple of teams here and there, making a 7 to 8 team district, just to give us a little bit more room to wiggle with, to play with, and giving us a little bit more preseason games. That would be ideal. We're all hoping for it, and we have to wait and see.
For Wingspan TV, I'm Carter Broad.
If you are looking for more from Wingspan, you can follow us at Liberty Wingspan on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, or visit our award-winning website, libertywingspan.com. That's it for today's daily update. This is Alyssa Murphy for Wingspan TV.